So you've gone ahead, you've started the college process. Hopefully it's somewhere around the end of your sophomore year. I think the perfect time to start is towards then. Any earlier, chances are you haven't developed the skills that you're going to need to succeed. Much later, you don't really have time to improve your skills if you do need them to hit your target school. But summer of sophomore year is a good time to take your first practice test. So the number one advice is always take a practice test before taking the real thing. I know a lot of students like to start off by just walking in there. They're pretty cold. They're pretty much blind to the instructions. Just see how they do. In theory, if you're prepared to retake and you take it early enough, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's a little bit of a waste of your time and your money. Go ahead, take a practice test first, learn the instructions, see how the timing feels, do a dry run. Both test makers make tests available online. They're happy to get them to you, figure something out. College Board's actually done a lot with this recently. They partnered with the Khan Academy, and they have 10 tests up on their website. All of them are very real and similar to what you are going to see on test day. ACT, not quite as user-friendly, but they do make their tests relatively accessible as well. Of course, you can contact your guidance department. You walk in there. They should have a few pamphlets of printed tests available, or can order them, or point you in the right direction to get a practice test or two. Generally speaking, what I don't recommend students do is spend a whole lot of time taking test after test after test after test for practice. You're going to see an improvement the first time to the second time you take one of these practice tests, because now you know what you're doing and you have the speed down, or at least a sense of it. But generally speaking, the gains start to diminish pretty quickly if you're just retaking test after test. So you take your first test, you see how you do. Maybe you take a second test just to see if you improve, if you master a bit, and maybe if you're close to your target, that'll get you over the line. But if not, then the second test is just going to be how much you improve from learning the rules. And after that, you really have to start getting into the individual skills and learning them in order to improve much more from that.